Hey everyone, it's Melissa from the Turtle Nail Salon. Thank you for tuning in today. If it's your first time visiting my channel, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I do a shellac manicure on a natural nail. Shellac is the brand and it falls under the category of a gel polish. The great thing with shellac is that there's no filing of the natural nail, which allows your customer to enjoy a healthy nail throughout their manicures with proper removal. All right, let's get started. All right, Chris is in the salon with me today. She has come for her shellac manicure. I know in my intro I said, hey, I'm going to show you how I do a shellac manicure. Did all of my filming for this, then went into editing and realized I only filmed the shellac application portion of her service. So this video is going to be how I apply shellac to the natural nail. There's no manicure portion included in this. Today she picked one of her tried and true colors, satin pajamas from the CND Shellac line. It was one of the nudes that came out, I think probably in 2014. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to go back and look. I can link that information in the comments below. Now, if you recognize Chris's fingers, she actually was in one of my first videos of how I do a shellac French manicure. So I'll link that down below and you can go ahead and take a look at that if you like. So prior to the color application, I would have done what I normally do in a manicure, which I showed in my Watch Me Work video. She would have gotten filing and shaping, trimming if necessary, and then cuticle work, and then into the polish. So before you apply your base coat, you want to make sure that you clean the natural nail with CND Scrub Fresh to help dehydrate it and get rid of any kind of oils and all those good things that cause service failure. I then applied shellac base coat to her natural nails once they were cleaned, and then each hand cures in the CND Shellac Brisa LED lamp on setting number 1, and then I can go right into color. So that's where we're at right now, is putting on her color. When I did some editing, I took a chance and I did some zooming in on the top portion of the video. So a couple of times I do go out of frame. I think almost right now I'm completely out of frame, so bear with me. It will get better throughout my videoing of all the services that I do. So once this is completed, where I have put polish on all 5 of her nails on her right hand, I'm gonna go and make sure that there isn't any kind of polish on her skin. Always very important when you are applying shellac color or the gel polish of your choice, that before you go into the lamp to cure, to make sure you remove any kind of whatever you want to call it, like coloring outside the lines. That's what I like to call it. So right here, I just a little bit of cleanup there. And I'll check each nail. Quite often on that first coat where I am capping the edge, there'll be a little bit more polish on the skin. I do always try to not get polish on the skin, but that's what cleanup is for. So now she's gonna go ahead and put her hand into the LED lamp. And for color, it's going to cure on setting 2S, which is for shellac. I'm moving on to the left hand. Again, that one already has the base coat on it, and we're going into color. So always a thin application. If you do apply your shellac color on top of a natural nail and it's just a little bit too thick, you'll get what's called rippling or wrinkling once it cures. If you get rippling or wrinkling in your first layer where it's attaching to the base coat, you will have service failure, unless you're one of the lucky ones and nothing happens. But quite often these will just lift right off, or as clients say, it just fell right off my nail. And that literally is true when you get wrinkling or rippling. So always try and do a very thin layer and then cap the free edge on your first coat. When you go back to do your second coat, if you see that one of the nails wasn't capped on the first coat, you've missed it, forgot it, whatever the case may be, you were having a great conversation with your client, who knows? Just go ahead and fix it then on that second coat. It's not going to be the end of the world. Oh, there we go. My head got in the way. Must have been super important for me to look at it. And there we go, just applying shellac to her left thumb. I don't know if it's the angle that her and I are both sitting at, but I managed to get her left thumb in view every time I polished it. Her right thumb always ended up in the corner of the frame or out of frame. So I'll work on that for future videos for you guys and gals. And there we go, doing some cleanup because I colored outside of the lines. I think the rest of these were okay if memory serves me correctly. Yeah. So she's going to go ahead and put her left hand into the LED lamp and cure that again on setting 2S. I'm going to go and do my second coat of shellac on her nails. And it's the same thing, a nice thin coat. If you do get your second layer on and it's a couple of the fingers are maybe just a little bit too thick, that will wrinkle or ripple, but there's less of a chance of it peeling off or just falling off the natural nail because you already have your first layer adhered to your base coat. That's what's happened in my experience. I don't know if anybody else out there has different experiences. If you do, please comment down below so we can chat about it because I'd love to hear from other people. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if she asked me to look something up for her or if there was a hair on my brush or whatever happened. I really have no idea. I did continue polishing this in one of the oddest ways in memory that I've probably ever done. So I really don't know what happened here. Just bear with me while I do some polishing on this nail. I'm not sure, maybe if the bottle hadn't been shaken enough and when I hit this nail that we realized there was a little bit of discoloration. So I might have actually just gone back and shaken the bottle because it looks like I'm trying to do a little bit of blending right here. That's what makes me think maybe the polish hadn't been quite shaken properly. That happens often. If you are polishing and you notice a color change, just go ahead, clean the lip of your bottle. I can't think of the right word. The opening of your bottle, there we go. And shake your bottle really well and then just continue on with your manicure like you normally would. Your client will thank you for that because all of their nails will match. And there we go. We're into the thumb. I know we can barely see it. I noticed here that I ended up having a little bit too much shellac on her thumb. So those last few were sweeping motions to remove the excess product from her nail to avoid any wrinkling or rippling. Here I am again, checking to make sure I didn't color outside of the lines. It all looks good. She's gonna go ahead and cure her right hand in the LED lamp and bring her left hand back out to me. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply that second coat of shellac. And just finishing this thumb up on her left hand, making sure there aren't any bare spots or see-through spots, and then doing a bit of cleanup from coloring outside of the lines. Looks like it was just the thumb where I colored outside of the lines. So she's gonna go ahead and cure her left hand in the LED lamp and bring her right hand out. In the meantime, before I do sparkle on her right hand, you'll have seen that I just cleaned the opening of the bottle to make sure that it's always closing properly. So now is where I'm going to apply CND Shellac Mother of Pearl. It's a fantastic polish for adding glitter to any color. All of the glitter or sparkle, it's actually quite fine, is suspended in a clear polish, so literally it can go over any color. There's a couple of other glitter polishes that they have released, and they are suspended in either a really light color or with some pigment, so it's harder to put them over top of other colors, but this one works fantastic. What I like to do when I'm working with this particular one is I'll grab it at the beginning of the service if they know they want to use it, and then I will sit it in my drawer, brush side down, if that makes any sense. I'll try and explain that in a later video. And then that way, everything that's been in the bottom of the bottle, because it's been sitting, will actually move towards the top of the bottle, and it'll mix quite well during my service time. So when it comes to polishing, I'll be able to actually get a lot of product out of that bottle. You'll notice I am laying this one down quite a bit and there's nothing flowing out of it. It is getting closer to being empty, so that's why I have it angled that way. When my bottles get really close to empty, I'll almost tilt them upside down just to get everything all the way out of the bottle. I don't like to waste any product. I've been like that for years as a nail technician. And I think it's just smart to be doing that, to use everything you've actually got. Don't throw out your product because you're throwing away your money. With this particular shellac color, I do not cap the edges because of the glitter. If you do cap the edges, you end up with a bumpy finish, which a lot of clients don't like to have. So just do your top layer. We've moved on to the left hand. She's already got her right hand curing in the LED lamp, and I'm working on the left one. I know on her ring finger on this hand, I swiped a little bit on the free edge of the natural nail, and I did go back at the end. I don't think we got that on camera, but I did go back at the end to make sure she didn't have any bumps on the free edge of her nail. Doing a little bit of cleanup as usual. Looks like this hand is good. She's gonna go ahead and cure that. And we're going to go onto the right hand, but again, before doing the right hand, I'm cleaning the opening of my bottle to make sure it seals properly, carefully closing it up. There we go. And there's our top coat, the CND Shellac Duraforce. That is the one that is designed to extend your shellac manicure from 14 days to 21 days. And I'll just be applying it to each of the nails and capping the free edge. And then we'll go on the thumb, and I think this time I was completely out of frame. We'll see right away here. Oh no, I'm kind of in the corner there. So once this is done being polished, it'll be the usual. She's going to place her hand into the CND Shellac Brisa LED lamp, and it's going to cure on setting number 3, which is for all top coats or top glosses. A little bit of cleanup as usual, because I'm a perfectionist. I'm probably going to check all the other ones, yeah, just to make sure. All right, and on to the left hand. Same as last time too, applying a thin layer to each nail. I've never seen the top coat ripple or wrinkle. If anyone has, again, please comment down below. I'd love to chat with you. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but Simon is sitting on my lap, just hanging out and purring. Sometimes he gets a little bit close to the recording. And this hand's all done with top coat, and as usual, I'm just checking to make sure there's no product on her skin and doing a little bit of cleanup. She's going to cure that hand in the lamp as well. Same setting, number 3 for all top coats and top glosses. Her right hand is out, and I'm going to do my usual and remove the sticky inhibition layer with some 99% isopropyl alcohol. It leaves a nice shine behind once you're done cleaning. So I'm just rubbing each finger really well, getting rid of any kind of sticky tack. You don't ever want to send your clients home with a little bit of stickiness to their nails, because it's going to pick up every piece of hair and lint in their home. Now I am just putting some of the CND Solar Oil on. We've dried out her skin really well with the process of using some alcohol and some Scrub Fresh. So now it's time to hydrate. When I use this particular product, I bought it in the larger size. It comes in a small polish style bottle, and then it also comes in a bottle that has, I believe, almost 2 ounces in it. Let me just check my bottle here. It has 2.3 fluid ounces, so it comes also with a brush and a dropper. So I use the dropper, and I make sure I never make contact with the client's skin with the dropper, because then it's contaminated and you'll have to toss it out and buy a new one. So she is almost done her service here. And that is how I do a shellac manicure. If you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the comments below, and I will answer them as soon as I possibly can. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel, and also to ring the bell. That way you'll always be notified when I have a new video. Thanks so much. Bye.